Now this gorgeous Mercedes is the E53 Cabriolet. It's not just a cabriolet, it's also an AMG. There's a straight 6 engine under the hood, a turbocharged straight 6 that's electrified, and for better traction it gets 4-wheel drive. So just how good is it in our conditions, and can you really enjoy a cabriolet out on our roads? First up, let's look at those attractive lines. What I absolutely love is this snub-nose snout. It's vertical here, the grille. I like this AMG grille, the way it's placed there, and it looks purposeful, mean, and pretty angry. Also very cool are these matte black 20-inch wheels. They contrast the color beautifully, and I think this works extremely well. Another really nice detail for me is the rake of the windshield. Super tight, nice angle, and this band of brushed aluminium running all around, ringing what is a very neatly packaged soft top. Now around the rear, a nice stubby boot, not too large, great for proportions, and this E-Class tail light gives it a fair amount of bling. E53, that's the AMG version we're talking about, and you get 4 of these chrome exhaust pipes. The thing is, not all of them are real. You can spec the soft top in 4 different shades, and for safety, there are pop-up roll bars hidden under the rear headrests. These deploy in 1/3 of a second if the car detects an impending rollover. The E-Cabrio even looks great with a tight-fitting roof up. And with just 2 doors and the small boot, it doesn't look like it's based on the same E-Class platform, but it is. On the inside, you are greeted by the familiar twin screen layout, 4 air vents, and the wide center console that helps fit the wide 9-speed automatic transmission underneath. Quality levels are similar to any E-Class, which is very good, but the trim is sportier. The ash grey wood finish contrasts nicely with the red and black sport seats, and you get AMG's flat-bottom steering wheel. The cabin otherwise looks very similar to an E-Class. Now since this is an AMG, you also get on the MBUX AMG Track Pace if you're near a track and you want to measure performance, or AMG Performance, which confusingly gives you a lot of data on the car and allows you to select certain modes. You get vehicle and engine data, and you can go into dynamic select, adjust the transmission or the dynamics into 3 modes: basic, advanced and pro. Now this button here is different. Of course the center one just opens this elbow box, but the one above that and the one to the right, therefore operating the hood, and you got to hold it down and drop the hood when you require. Now the rear seats on convertibles sometimes aren't very spacious. So not too much headroom in the back here with the cover on, but a pretty decent amount of leg room, and you have a cup holder here, 3 of them actually. You have a window button here for this quarter glass, place to store stuff, your Burmeister speaker here, an elbow rest, and some other goodies like aircon controls. The backrest, however, is quite vertical, so it won't be suitable for really long drives, but with the roof open and the wind in your hair, you're likely to forget about that, at least for a bit. Boot space at 371 litres is very limited, and that's without the big spare tire sitting in the back. You can, however, flip the rear seats down and put more luggage in. Kit on offer includes LED high-performance headlights, air suspension, adjustable dampers, heads-up display, a 3-layer acoustic soft top, cooled and heated front seats, Mercedes-Me Connect, 64-color LED mood lighting, a 590-watt Burmeister audio system, pop-up anti-roll bars, 7 airbags, and active parking assist. Time to take the E53 out on some appropriate roads. What's great is you can drop the top in 20 seconds, and that's even if you're doing 50 kilometers an hour. And you can get the air cap spoiler to pop up and deliver a draft-free experience on the move. Now with the top down, what's important are these two buttons here. Now this one, which I have on, is for the cool seats. This one here is for the seat heater. I'm not going to use that today, but the cool seats really do help you feel comfortable. The E53 AMG is a 6-cylinder inline engine that gets boost via a turbo and an E-motor. Total power is 435 horsepower, and this includes an E-boost of 22 horsepower. The impressive bit is that it works well both as a smooth Mercedes unit and an over-the-top AMG one. Now in comfort, this straight 6 pulls along smoothly, beautifully, and then when you tap the throttle, it's a nice slug of torque that just carries you forward effortlessly. It just makes this car such a good cruiser, such a good car for long distance journeys. With the roof down, you can hear the turbos whistling. You can see the electric boost coming in via this blue line spiking up when you tap the throttle. And driving along on the right sort of road with the roof down is, well, just a little bit of magic. The engine also really impresses when you put your foot down a bit harder. First the torque rolls in, and then it pulls hard all the way to 6,500 RPM. The elasticity and the willingness to rev in a whip-like manner really in line with AMG's sporting pedigree. Flat-out performance is pretty impressive. It accelerates from 0 to 100 in 4.5 seconds and at times feels even quicker. It even gets an AMG soundtrack in Sport Plus. Pops, bangs, drum rolls when you lift off. Well, it's pretty addictive. A bit of a pull, lift off. That's cool. The E53 even manages to be comfortable on its air springs, and that's despite the 20-inch wheels. In comfort mode, the suspension also is surprisingly supple. Now this is an AMG, and normally comfort on AMG means, yes, it's comfortable, but there is a bit of an edge. But here, over normal bumps, it rides in a supple manner. There's no thudding, and then even when you get to some larger bumps like these, it swallows it without the car moving around too much or without any large thuds. In fact, even larger holes and bad sections like this are ridden over in a pretty impressive manner. There is a fair bit of tire noise with the roof down, and over bad roads a bit of shimmy and shake. Now this is a convertible, so it's not as stiff as a car with a roof. There's no way it can be. And due to that, you get a bit of what's called scuttle shake. You see the A-pillar shimmying a bit over bad bumps. You feel a bit of vibration. But that's only to be expected. What the E53 should have got, especially with air suspension, is a lift function. Now it has air suspension, but there's no lift function. So on some of the bigger speed breakers, you do need to take care. And the E53 with 3 or 4 passengers up, good ground on some of the larger ones. It also delivers an entertaining drive, especially in Sport Plus. The ride gets stiffer and you can feel the car tighten up around you. Now this is the E53's most sporty mode. And here, despite it being a convertible, despite it being comfort oriented, there's a lot of driving pleasure to be had. It isn't the sharpest tool in the box. It isn't a full-fat AMG, so it doesn't get a high-spec suspension, but it gets 4-wheel drive and plenty of grip. Now the steering isn't the most feelsome around, and because it's four-wheel drive, it doesn't have that rear-wheel drive balance, especially as you drive it harder. But there still is a lot of driving pleasure to be had with the E53. Combine all the power and grip on hand, add in a healthy dose of confidence, and you have a car that allows you to really enjoy driving the fun bits. As we head back into town and put the roof up, I'm also impressed with just how cool the aircon keeps the cabin. And while there's more road noise, the cabin feels pretty comfortable and not very compromised. What you must keep in mind, however, is that our poor roads are likely to get the roof mechanism to rattle and shake as the car ages. And opportunities to enjoy the car top down are likely to be few and far between. The Mercedes E53 convertible impresses because it's a car that does a lot of things very, very well. It's nicely proportioned and attractive looking to begin with. It's beautifully built and well equipped on the inside, and then it even rides well and feels effortless to drive. Flick the dial from Comfort to Sport Plus, and it even transforms into an AMG. The engine has loads of grunt, it has a lovely rumbling exhaust, and get it on a good road and there's loads of driving pleasure to be had. The rear seats aren't the most comfortable. There will be those looking for a sportier drive, and boot space with the hood down and the big spare in the trunk is very limited. The E53 AMG, however, isn't a car you buy with your head. It's an indulgence, and its only job is to make you smile. All you have to do is look at the rupees 1.3 crore sticker price and say you really want one. And what's likely to make the decision easier is that it doesn't have any real competition.